Hello, and welcome to Lesson 5 of our Introduction to Manual Testing for Mobile course. I'm Jamie, and today we're going to take an in-depth look at the control panel, which is located on the left-hand side of the manual testing screen within the Kobiton platform. The control panel is your primary toolset for managing and interacting with your testing sessions. By mastering its features, you can enhance your testing efficiency and effectiveness. Let's walk through each of the key components of the control panel. At the very top of the control panel, you'll notice two icons that allow you to toggle between tap and pinch zoom modes. The tap icon is used for standard interactions, such as tapping buttons, links, or other on-screen elements. This is your go-to mode for most basic testing actions. Below it is the pinch zoom icon. This mode is essential when you need to perform pinch and zoom actions, especially useful for interacting with maps or images that require zooming into specific areas. Let me show you how this works in practice. I'll launch Google Maps on the device. Now I'll click on the pinch zoom button. As you can see, the renderometer indicates the frame rate and latency, ensuring that the device is rendering smoothly without lag. Once I'm done zooming in, I'll switch back to tap mode by clicking the tap icon again. This toggle between tap and pinch zoom modes allows you to seamlessly switch between different types of interactions based on your testing needs. Below the pinch zoom button is the Set Device Location button. This feature allows you to spoof the geolocation of the device, which is incredibly useful for testing location-based functionalities within your application. When you click on this button, a map with a search bar will appear. Let me demonstrate by entering Rome, Italy. The latitude and longitude fields are automatically populated, but if you know the exact coordinates you want to spoof, you can enter them directly into these fields. Once you've selected your desired location, click on Set Location to apply the changes. Now, the device's location is set to Rome, Italy, allowing you to test how your application behaves in this specific geographic context. Similar to spoofing the device location, you can also set the time zone on the device using the button below the Set Device Location button. I'll set the time zone to India Standard Time. As you can see, the device's time has now changed to reflect India Standard Time. This is particularly useful for testing applications that are sensitive to time zones, such as scheduling apps or those that display time-based data. Next, we have the Rotate Device button. This allows you to switch the device orientation from portrait to landscape mode and vice versa. Please note that the application you're testing must support landscape mode for this feature to work. If it doesn't, Kobiton will notify you with a friendly message indicating that the orientation change isn't supported. Now I will demonstrate by rotating the device. The Google Maps application now appears in landscape orientation. Moving down the control panel, we find the volume controls, which send volume events to the device. Currently, they don't change the device's actual volume, but are used by developers to enter debug modes within their applications. For example, pressing the volume up button might trigger a specific debug function in your app, allowing you to test certain features without navigating through the app's interface. Another important feature is the biometric authentication button. This allows you to bypass biometric authentication screens. If your current test screen requires biometric authentication, you can choose to either pass or fail the authentication using this button. This is particularly useful for testing how your application handles successful or failed biometric logins without needing to physically interact with the device's biometric hardware. For Android users, there's the ADB Shell button. This feature is exclusive to Android devices and allows you to issue a subset of ADB commands, which stands for Android Debug Bridge, directly on the device. This can be incredibly powerful for advanced testing scenarios where you need to perform specific actions or configurations that aren't available through the standard interface. Next is the Custom Gesture button. This opens a panel where you can specify more complex gestures beyond simple taps and swipes. There are sample gestures provided to demonstrate how to write custom gesture commands. Once you've created a custom gesture, you can perform it by clicking the Perform button. If you're satisfied with the gesture, you can save it for future sessions by clicking the star icon. This feature allows you to automate repetitive or complex interactions, saving you time and ensuring consistency across your testing sessions. The Input Sensitive Data button is a powerful privacy feature within Kobiton. When you need to enter text that contains sensitive information, but you don't want it to appear in Session Explorer, you can use this feature. Simply focus on the field that requires sensitive data input, click on the Input Sensitive Data button, and type in the text you want to enter, and then click Save. Kobiton will input the data into the field while excluding it from Session Explorer output, ensuring your sensitive information remains protected. Another useful tool is the Image Injection button, which allows you to inject an image into the device's camera port. This is particularly helpful for testing applications that rely on camera input, such as card scanning or barcode scanning features. By injecting a specific image, you can simulate different scenarios without needing to use a physical camera. The power button is straightforward. It allows you to restart the device while keeping your session connected. This can be useful if you need to reset the device without losing your current testing session. For Android devices, there are additional buttons that mimic the behavior of their physical counterparts: Home, Recent Apps, and Back buttons. These allow you to navigate your application just as you would on a physical device, ensuring that your testing environment closely mirrors real-world usage. On iOS devices, the Home button serves the same purpose, allowing you to return to the home screen seamlessly. These tools within the control panel provide you with extensive control over your testing sessions, enabling you to simulate a wide range of interactions and scenarios. Mastering these features will greatly enhance your ability to conduct thorough and effective manual tests. Fantastic! You've now explored the control panel in detail, understanding how each tool can be leveraged to optimize your manual testing sessions with Kobiton. From toggling between tap and pinch zoom modes, to setting device locations, managing time zones, rotating devices, and utilizing advanced features like custom gestures and image injection, the control panel equips you with everything you need to perform comprehensive tests. In our next lesson, we'll dive into the real-time data panel, where we'll explore how to monitor device logs, use the inspector, and analyze performance metrics in real time to gain deeper insights into your testing sessions. If you have any questions or need further assistance, our support channels are always available to help you out. I look forward to seeing you in Lesson 6.